Hey guys, I'm creating this very quick tutorial on how you can use the Teams by Microsoft platform to separate your students into smaller groups. So if you're teaching a group class, if you have, say, 15 students like I have in one of my groups, one of the things you want to do is have them talk in smaller groups. Um, what I'm going to show you is how you can do that without your class just becoming a nightmare with a bunch of people talking at the same time during the video conference. So let me go ahead and share my Microsoft Teams platform with you. Okay, so I am on Teams now, and I'm actually already where we're supposed to be. But once you join, what you want to do is click on chat. The chat box is going to be on the top left corner here. So once you click on chat, it's going to show you all the chats that you have with different people. And then you're going to go to the top of your screen to this little, let me see if I can mark it for you, this little square here with the pencil inside. We're going to click on that. Once you click on that, it's going to open a box for you to type in the names of the people that you want to include in your group. So here it's asking me to start typing names. So I'll randomly type the names of 3 people, but of course, if you have a group class, you will type the names of the students you want to have in the same group. Okay, so I've typed the names of 3 different people. The reason why you can't see these people's names is because I've actually hidden the names just for privacy reasons. But once I click outside that box, it's going to create what I'm calling new chat here. And you're going to see these people's names on the left corner. So that means I will have a private chat with them. So you just click outside, you can click on type a message, and there you go. I've got a group now with this specific group of people. So that means once I've created that group, we can message each other privately. So if I want to type anything, I can just click on text. If you're a bit lost, this is where I'm clicking. You can also send reactions to people. You can send, GIFs. You can send files. So I really like the file sharing idea, and I'm going to show you something I did very quickly once I finish this here. So what's really nice is students can also call each other. So if they call each other, you can join the conversation and listen to what they're doing, for example. So here's a practical example of what I did last week in my class. So I'm looking at a picture here. This is a photo I took of a newspaper when I was shopping at Morrison's. And I wanted my students to discuss different newspaper covers. So I took a series of photos for a few days, and then once I separate them into different groups, I gave each group a cover for them to talk about. So this was group 4, as you can see from the list we have here on the side, and they had to talk about this. So they exchanged a lot of messages. I could see what they were doing. I could see the mistakes that they were doing, the feedback that they needed with vocabulary and that type of thing. And they discussed this. Once they finished talking about it, the next goal was for them to present to the class the discussion that they had. So they talked about whatever it was they thought, what they thought that the news was, and everything. And so that allowed them to present to the class as well. This made the class much more dynamic than if I just kept talking for the entire time. And I really liked it. Um, I so my final review is that I I like the Teams platform um, chat features. I think that you're looking at something called chats, but perhaps they could give it a different name. I think it's a misnomer because you don't just chat, you can also voice call and video call people, and it allows you to separate everyone into smaller groups. I think it can be really useful if you're teaching groups, especially with large groups. So the group that I showed you in this video has 15 students. It would be impossible if I couldn't separate them in smaller groups for everyone to talk. And I felt like this worked really well. So I would love to know what you guys are doing, how you're coping with Teams. I had never used it before, but I decided to make this quick tutorial just because I think this is a very good feature. So I hope this is useful, and I'll see you soon.